right, turn this way. All right, I just walked in and happened to see these guys, and I learned something years ago that really helped me because my legs were really strong. My upper body wasn't terribly strong. I think I'm strong enough, but I wasn't like brute force strong. But my legs were always really strong, and so learning to control this guy's hips. Remember what I was talking earlier about all our power comes from our hips? If I can control the hips, hopefully I can control this guy. So when he's up in a 4-point stance like this, it's a little different than if he's way back here. But if he's up in a 4-point stance and I got a leg in, when I come around underneath that free ankle, what I found is if I sort of come around the side, let's turn face that way, yeah, so more people can see it. And right here, the back of my leg needs to pry off of that. If I'm right here and I straighten my leg, see, nothing happens to me. Now I can make some stuff happen by straightening my other leg. But what I found is if I come around the side and then hook and pry off of that, see what happens to him? So I'm prying off of that hip bone. That's the back of my leg is prying on that hip bone. And then I can start arching, coming across and doing all the different finishes. So it's almost like saddling up on a horse, but I don't come all the way over and throw both legs in. I come here, and again, when I do this, I was in the other room when they were showing it, so I didn't exactly see what you guys were showing. But I do this when the guy's high, okay? When he's setting way back in conscious, see, I can't do it. Well, now I'm just going to do something different. But again, every body is different because we're built different. I mean, Coach, these two guys are going to do the same move, but they're going to do it a little different because he's a lot longer. So he's going to have more leverage. He's going to have more power. They're going to use what they've got. You got to figure out how your body does it best. And then if I'm wrestling him or if I'm wrestling him, well, it's going to turn out bad for me both ways. But if I'm going to do a move different to him than I do it to him because he stretches me out further. So you just have to sort of understand the basics of what you're trying to do and then adapt it to the different bodies that you wrestle with.
Why don't you show your trick real quick?
Well,
you want to use it?
yeah, I don't
Alright, so I'm going to show the Turk Panda from the front. So like we're right here, it just kind of depends how Coach MacArthur was saying. I'm right here kind of like saddling a horse. I like riding horses. My legs are strong. I'm pressuring my knees together. A lot of the time I kept my elbows right here so I kept pressure here so I didn't dangle to where he could grab it. So one of the moves I use when I use the kid right here is it's kind of like a Turk and everything like that. So I come here, I come arms across, and what I do is I take my right leg and I'm going to whip it. I'm going to whip my whole body across.
Okay.
And watch out guys, I'm going to come right at you. So what I'm going to do is I kind of like, I'm long, so I use all leverage and kind of I'm wiry. So if you ever see some Irish guys and stuff like that, it's kind of what I am. No muscle mass whatsoever. So when I come here is I come flipping around and then I bring my arm and I'm coming right here. Now you got to be careful now. Don't grab in the throat or anything like that. So all I'm doing is I'm keeping my arm on my thumb on his temple and my elbow right here, just right on his chin. You know, you're really not going to pin a guy here, guys, unless he's a fish, you know. Really, you're going to get your 5 points, and then or your 3 points, and then you're going to go back to where he turns around, and then you come back in a good position right here to where you can work arms, power, and stuff like that. So back here, when I'm doing this too, I'm kind of shooting myself. We call it kind of Superman. So when I'm bringing my legs, I'm Supermaning to here, right, Bobcat guy. What's your name? What's your name? Chance. I'm coming right for Chance when I'm coming here. Ugh. I'm right here. You know, I'm not very powerful, but I'm using my leverage. I'm twisting them. I'm getting 5. But when I'm doing this, I'm keeping my hips on top, guys. My hips are always on top. I'm in a good base. My belly button's trying to touch the ground. If I kind of come here, he'll be able to turn into me and put me right on my back. Now we go back to if I'm right here and he turns into me, I can keep my base right on top of him. I'm keeping my hips on top of his hips. We can also do this when he's flat on the ground. Like I already have a leg on.
Go to side, you do it to both sides, guys.
Right here, this one, I'm right here, the same position as Coach Mack was showing. We're right here, you're controlling, you got the pressure, he can't build up. So all I'm doing is right here, and I'm just bringing my hip pressure, raising his leg. I sometimes use my other leg to lift it up, and I just bring it back. This is a patient move, guys, you can't rush it. If you rush it, you're just gonna kind of slip right out of it, and he's gonna get free.
Ryan, can you show them what you're doing, if you're doing it that way with your left arm, or if you're doing it this way with your right arm, how that's helping, you're posting that out there to keep your hips up,
Yeah.
so you're not both getting rolled under?
Yeah. All right, so when I come here, when I'm bringing it through, see this other arm right here, my arm I'm posting with? It's kind of keeping a base. Is this what you want right here?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're keeping a base right here, which is kind of like if we were on a wrestling stand, like on the ground, I'm right here. You know, freestyle Greco wrestlers, you know, they come out, keeping a strong base. And when I'm here, I'm doing that to close me. So if he turns into me, my arm's taking the weight and it's pushing, and it's keeping me upright.
Keeping your pointer down. That's what Coach Aronson taught me. Keeping your pointer down. I know your pointer is by now.
Hey, don't crap your britches. You know what that means? You pinch your butt cheeks together. You're there, you pinch your butt cheeks together. Don't poop your pants.
So once again, guys, right here, I'm squeezing the legs. I'm right here, and I'm just working. He's got to come. It's so much pressure onto his hips right here, and I'm going out of 40. I'm going over his shoulders like this. I'm not coming here. I got no pressure. Coming right here. So we're bringing it.
Yeah, let's work those two. Ready?